to Mr. C's Cooking Experiment. This is Dinner with Friends, Episode 1. I am here with my good friend, Rich Kowalix. We're going to be doing a wine dinner with wine purveyor tonight, right?
Absolutely.
What we're going to do?
Yep. His name is Rick Rasinski, and he's going to bring some of his wines from his distributorship, which is called Tuscany Distributors. So he focuses on primarily Italian and also California, Washington, and Oregon wines.
Right, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit down, we're going to discuss a menu, then we're going to kind of run it past Rick and make sure we got the right wines paired with the right food. And then we're going to have some people come over here, a bunch of friends, and we're going to serve some dinner, we're going to have some fun, and we're here to share it with you. So what do you say we sit down at the table and we start working on this, right?
Let's do that.
Okay, yeah, let's. So 6:45, right? They're going to get here at 7 o'clock generally, they're going to kind of eat.
Yeah, we're going to eat between 7 and 7:15.
Right.
Sure, we'll start eating.
All right, so what do you say we do your tuna tartare,
Okay.
right?
All right.
We got the glass plates, you said?
We got glass plates, yep, we can do that.
All right, so, and,
I've got a couple people who don't eat fish, so we can make a beef for them.
okay,
That'll
perfect.
Work. That'll work.
Perfect, and it all goes with that cucumber base and the whole thing, right?
Everything will be the same except for the protein.
Okay. Stuff it. And what do you think? Mushrooms, cheese, something like maybe a mushroom ragu or something?
I've got some dried porcini, so we could we get some wild mushrooms and augment them with the dried porcini to really amp up that earthiness, that earthy flavor.
We can make them into cylinders and put them on the plate.
That'd be
right. And I think maybe we can do. I saw some apple balsamic.
Yeah,
In your cupboard, we do apple salt balsamic, and I usually put cheese in it. What if we do a Parmesan crisp?
Yeah,
some kind of
that works.
A tube or a half moon or something like that.
Sure.
And
just, you mean just kind of bake it on the stove pat and
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We'll shape it, and then we can put that. And what about like a main entree? You think we should be doing pork? Pork.
Yeah,
beef.
we do.
We got somebody's already got beef, right? So we'll do pork.
Sure. Yep, we'll do pork.
Right.
So you said that you're going to use the apple balsamic.
Right.
We can take some pork tenderloins. We can smoke them up with some apple wood.
Oh, sweet.
Right.
Right.
You can do something. You can do something with that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that'll work. So I saw at one point in time a really good looking. I think it was in here. It was what was that? I think it was a cornbread puree.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Right. So if we do a cornbread puree, I mean, you turn around here, maybe we can drizzle it with honey or maybe honeycomb.
Honeycomb would be cool. Yeah, honeycomb would be really awesome.
Right? Honeycomb, and then we can make a demi, an apple brandy demi.
And the constabulary was on, and I can't even remember the story.
Oh, they're closed on Monday. A lot
They were all
of restaurants are closed on Monday. Can't see them as well.
But then you get when you pull the cork out, they're around the cork a little bit, and then when you get that last glass too, it's like
It's a meal within a glass of wine.
it is. It's like
Well, what you have in your glass right now is a rosé from Provence, Nestubi. It is kind of surprised Rich and I about this. It's Grenache, Syrah, and Cinsault. I have not seen a rosé with Cinsault in it in a long time. But it's
Very good.
dry, nice fruit up front. You get that fresh cut strawberry, watermelon like you do for most rosés. But I like the very clean, long finish for a rosé. That should go perfectly with this dish.
Great.
Okay.
so what is yuzu kosho?
Okay.
Kushu.
I'll go in and get it so you can try it. So yuzu it's a Japanese citrus. Okay, it's kind of got notes of orange and lemon and lime in it. And yuzu kosho it's a paste made from the yuzu fruit with a little bit of Japanese pepper in it, and so it gives it a really interesting character. So, yeah.
Fuzzy hug in a glass. It's
got a
that
chance.
big fruit, high alcohol, but the big fruit kind of hides the alcohol a little bit. It's just an everyday great drinker. For Zinfandel. It's that big fruit you want out of a Zin, but it's not. Some Zins can get a little bit harsh in the back end. This, I think, delivers all the way through. But enjoy.
Thank you.
Chris, tell us about
What?
the dish.
Yes, let's talk about the dish.
Okay, so we took some leeks and we braised them in the oven with some butter and some white wine. And I'm pointing at him because, yeah, we used his oven, right? And then these are some blistered tomatoes that are just done with a blowtorch and a little bit of kosher salt. Inside these leeks, usually I would put in something like a mashed potato or something and serve it with an entree, that type of thing. Cold cannon, like pureed or something, and put in there. And something out. But I said to Rich, I said, why don't we do something with mushrooms? So we got morel mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms. What did you give me?
Cremini mushrooms.
Cremini mushrooms.
And porcini mushrooms.
Right. And then we have a little bit of veal demi-glace in there to kind of bind it together, a little tomato, garlic, basil. And the arugula gives it a little bite. And then this balsamic is a apple balsamic that I think we got from you.
No, we got
Who
from
we get it from?
Susie's brother in Boston. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's try. And then
And we
this,
reduced
you
it.
wanna,
And that's a Parmesan crisp. It's done with fresh Parmesan.
First,
All right, so we've got smoked pork tenderloin that was done in a brine last night, correct, Rick?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was lightly smoked today and then finished in the oven. It's done with a Applejack brandy demi-glace. The puree is a cornbread puree. That's cornbread that's whipped with heavy cream and butter, and that's a honeycomb on top of that. And then that's pickled fennel that was done with a beet. That's why it turns pink. And paprika oil, smoked paprika oil.
It's delicious.
So
And
enjoy.
tell me the wine. I'm sorry.
this is an Etna Rosa. This is out of Italy.
Oh, okay.
It is all grown in volcanic ash soil.
Right.
So it brings a little of that smokiness that you get out of volcanic ash. It's a little on the lighter style for to be close to domestically, probably close to a Pinot Noir, but a little bit more smoke on it. A little bit more earthiness.
What's the grape?
You can ask me that.
The grape is.
I didn't have
No, it's not. It's Nerolo
Nerello
Mascalese.
Mascalese.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what part of Italy then?
It's a variety of a Mount Etna.
So it's in Sicily.
Yes.
Sicilian.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. This is. I mean,
It's all
really
mountain
good.
fruit too.
And you
So.
can
Yeah.
you can hit
You
me.
can smell the
'cause-
smoke.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
still
this
have-
it's like a Pinot Noir.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you,
really
sir.
very, very tasty.
I love this wine. I've bought a lot of this from Rick
Yeah,
already.
wow.
And
Yeah,
So
this
that
is
was
the one.
so-
This is
like
the
a
wine.
big-
So the guy
Chris,
from
we
the
did with
guy
one of your
from
dishes.
One of the
Right,
founders
yeah.
of a distributorship came in my store that night. He knew the previous owner real well. He lived in Chesterland.
You know, Opolo and Lavigne are about 10, 12 miles away from each other, and they're just so different. You know, the same, pretty much fruit, the same area they're growing from, but the winemaking is so different. I think the Lavigne has a little more of that smoky characteristic, a little more body and structure to it, where Opolo is more of that fruit forward, everybody pleaser Cabernet or Zinfandel, but Lavigne is a little more structured, a little bit more. This was so different and lovely, and goes great with cheese.
So Lavigne is a pretty small production, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The Cabernets are largest.
Okay.
At 3,000 bottles. So.
3,000 bottles.
Right.
So we've got one of the 3,000 bottles here.
Actually, two.
2 of the 3,000 bottles.
Let's get the calculator
That's
out.
one.
Figure out what percentage of the production.
That's great.
Right there.
Well, let me just tell you, it was fantastic that you guys all got together. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And came and had this meal.
I can't remember when I had a better meal.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much, Rick. Thanks, buddy. Really,
Appreciate it.
honestly.
I think so.
Did you already
Yeah.
hit the one? Okay. Okay.
You talk.
Okay.
Say something.
So I'm saying something because you just told me to say something.
See what I'm dealing with here?